Thor Ragnorok. I just recently saw it. I'm going to do a review for it because the movie was freaking awesome. The visuals were amazing. Like, it looks like a comic book. It looks like they legitimately brought a comic book to life with all the colors and everything. And how grandiose it is. Which is really good because it's a comic book movie. It's meant to feel like a comic book. That's the idea. I mean, like in the Avengers, Age of Ultron, Captain America: Civil War, all three of those movies, I think I would say they have the comic book aesthetic, because those three movies have in certain parts, but then Thor Ragnarok just the entire time feels like it's being ripped straight out of a comic book. And I freaking love it. On top of that, because I heard that both Chris Hemsworth had said that he wanted to do something new with the character, and then plenty of people who worked on the movie agreed, so they changed it up. And they changed it up in the way that he's a lot funnier in this movie. You know, he's not just always super serious. It's like he normally is. He's cracking jokes. He has one-liners every now and then. And every now and then he'll just say something that gets a chuckle out of you. He's funnier in this movie. This entire movie is just a lot funnier. It's fun. From the jokes to the action sequences to just what you're looking at. It's just amazing. Everything about like the visuals are amazing. Then the jokes are funny. Then just the action scenes, seeing Thor jump around. And after he loses Mjolnir, because you see in the trailer, there's good old Mjolnir here just gets shattered and obliterated. And that happens actually very early on in the movie. So throughout most of the movie, he has to jump around, and that still looks awesome. And back to the humor, a lot of people have said that it's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think I'd say that. It does have kind of that same Guardians of the Galaxy kind of feel with its comedy, with how it's delivering the comedy and the comedic timing and everything. It is kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, not to mention it takes place in space. They're on a different planet throughout most of the movie, so makes sense. And then, like, without going into any real spoiler, there's you see, they've shown in the trailers that the Hulk can speak. He's actually talking semi-full sentences. You know, he does a decent amount of talking in this movie, which I wasn't expecting. I didn't expect him to talk a decent amount in the movie, but I didn't expect it as much as he did. And I honestly like that he talked as much as he did, because he feels like a character now. Bruce Banner and the Hulk are two completely different characters. They share a body, but they literally could not be different, any more different. They're literally completely different characters, and they really show that this time. Up to this point, and Hulk has just been this mindless, dumb rage monster. You know, he's just this big ball of anger. I always kind of felt like if you're looking at something and that thing can't speak, it doesn't feel like a person. You know, it doesn't really feel like an actual person until what you're talking to can talk back. And Hulk can talk back now, which makes him feel like an actual person. He feels like a character. A really good character too. Because they said that Hulk hasn't turned back in the Bruce Banner for 2 years. So he acts like a 2-year-old. He's a total kid. He's just a little kid. He's a big dude, but he's a little kid at the end of the day. And I love that. I love them characterizing Hulk more. Because they're meant to be two different people, Hulk and Bruce Banner. And now we feel like there's a character when he turns into Hulk. He turns into a different person. And like all the new characters that they brought into this movie, they're all really fun. There's plenty of characters where this is their first time being in the MCU, and they make a really good entrance. They're here and they're fun, and well, except for Hela. Hela's just freaking scary. Jeez, it's like everyone's saying that she's a really good villain. She is. She's terrifying. I'm scared of this woman. Jeez. My gosh, is Hela just terrifying. On top of Hela being terrifying, Valkyrie? Valkyrie's a pretty fun character. I don't think I had as much fun with Valkyrie as a lot of other people did. As I'm hearing a lot of other people just freaking fall in love with Valkyrie. I'm not saying she's a bad character by any means, but I don't think I enjoyed her as much as everyone else did. She's a lot of fun though. She's a lot of fun, like how she has decent chemistry with everyone else. She's a good time. But I think by far my favorite new character that they introduced in this movie is freaking Korg. My man Korg. He's hilarious. Every time he talks, every time he says something, it's a joke. And like every time he says something, it's something hilarious. He's constantly saying something funny. He's this big, bulky rock creature. But like Taika Waititi, he gives him a softer voice. He's a super kind, friendly dude. But with like that personality inside of a big rock creature. Just the juxtaposition of that, first off, that's kind of funny. But then the things that he says, is the way he interacts with Thor when they first meet, the way he interacts with just about everyone when he first meets them. It's freaking hilarious. It's awesome. I love this guy. I love Korg. Alright. I'm going to put up a warning. Put up the text. Spoiler warning. I'm going to talk about spoilers. I'm going to get in the spoiler territory. I'm going to close my door so that reduce echo. Okay, so when Hela actually does get introduced, it's revealed that she is Thor's sister. Which is... It's kind of weird because in the comics, Thor actually does have a sister. And it's not Hela. Hela is a different character altogether. Like Hela normally is this queen of Hel, Hell. I'll put text up right here. She's the ruler of Hell. Hela. Funny joke. But also in the comics, Thor has a sister named Angela, who teams up with the Guardians of the Galaxy a lot of times. So that was weird to me. That kind of put me off a bit. I'm like, oh, so she's Angela? She's evil Angela? That's what you're telling me? So that was kind of weird. And honestly, when Hela shows up, I kind of feel bad for Thor. Because Odin ends up dying. Odin just dies, and immediately Hela shows up in there and throws in this insane adventure. I kind of feel bad for Thor. He didn't get a chance to mourn. He didn't get a chance to mourn for his dad. There was a time when the movie just stops to let Thor mourn the loss of his father. Which I feel bad about because Frigga got a full-on funeral and everything. Owen didn't get that. Owen just turned into gold dust and disappeared. Is that how Bor died? Is that how Bor disappeared as well? Also, is this a tradition that every Asgardian king has to lose an eye? Because Thor loses his eye. Those moments in the trailer when he comes in and he's got lightning all around him, but all of his eyes are glowing. Yeah, one of those guys isn't glowing because it's gone. It's towards the end of the movie, throughout most of the movie, he has his eye. He has both his eyes. But later, towards the end of the movie, Hela just takes a sword and slap right across his eye. And then, there goes that. He's got one eye now. He's like his dad and his granddad. What's this thing with Asgardian kings and having to lose an eye? That's just a tradition, I guess. It's a thing. Cross off my notes. Okay, and there's two things that happen. There's two things about this movie that like they don't ruin the movie for me. It's not a terrible. This isn't a terrible criticism, but they're things that piss me off. First off, three things. Never mind. I said two, but now there's three. Now there's a third one. The first one being that all the Warriors 3, they're just dead. All the Warriors 3 just died. They died quickly, too. Well, Volstagg and Fandral died quickly. But Hela ends up actually on Asgard. And as soon as she shows up, Volstagg is like, who are you? Hela's like, oh, I'll tell you who I am. Shoot! and just the sword goes straight through him. She kills Vandrel too, and then 2 more swords for good measure. Kills them both just quick like that. They're just gone. These 2 characters that we've met these characters in 2 other movies. You made us actually connect with these characters, and then you just gotta kill them off like it's nothing? What the frick? That kind of annoyed me. Or it didn't annoy me, it threw me off. I'm like, frick, geez, she means business. And then like right after their death, it's followed by a joke delivered by Scourge, which, if it was meant to be a joke, I honestly don't know. But if it was meant to be a joke, that seems like a pretty bad time to put it in. Like, 2 people we've actually gotten to know have just died. They've just been murdered. And then you're just gonna make a joke after that? Come on, guys. It takes a lot for me to not like a joke in a movie. It takes a lot for me not to like a joke in a movie. But, like, I didn't like this joke. And the second thing is, like, Volstagg and Fandor get killed. Hogan at least was able to actually put up a fight against Hela before he got killed. Where the heck was Sif? Where the frick was Sif? You can't tell me that they just forgot about her. They mention her. You can't just assume that. You can't throw around like, they forgot about Sif. No, they didn't, because she was mentioned in the beginning with the play that Loki Odin was that Odin Loki pretending to be Odin had a play where it was reenacting Loki's quote-unquote sacrifice in Thor the Dark World. And during that play, show an actress playing Sif. So they recognize that Sif is a character, but she's just not there. What the frick? Why is she not there? Where's Sif? What the heck? Sif is probably one of the most awesome characters to come out of these Thor movies. She's freaking awesome. And then she's just not gonna show up. Hela is on her doorstep. She's in your house, not your house. She's in your home. She's about to take over your place, and you're just not gonna show up to the battle. Did she die off screen or something? Was she just not on Asgard? Was she visiting the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. again? Where the frick was she? She just wasn't there. She just disappeared. She probably came up to Asgard. Or something was going on, and she said, "Nope, no, I'm not dealing with this. No, you guys got this. I'm good. You're dead? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't help you." It's stupid. It's stupid. I don't like it. Man, this last one didn't really piss me off as much as it. I just don't understand it. How did Loki survive this time? The first 2 times I can understand. This man is the master of illusions. That could have been an illusion, that fella. If it was the Bifrost in the first Thor movie. It could have been an illusion that got stabbed in Thor the Dark World. But in this one, he's straight. He puts Surtur's head in the Eternal Flame. Puts Surtur's head on the Eternal Flame. Surtur and then almost immediately, Surtur emerges. And so at that point, he at least has to get knocked back or maybe squished in between Surtur and a wall. Well, at that point, or he can't run out of the collection hall. Well, just before Surtur shows up, because he just showed up super quickly. He can't run out of there. What the frick? And then on top of that. So we know he couldn't have escaped after that. He couldn't have ran away after that. But then, the ship's gone. There's no way Loki got on that ship. There was literally no time. So we have to assume he's still in Asgard at this point. If Surtur didn't already kill him. He's still in Asgard at this point. And then after that, Surtur just destroys Asgard. So Loki should be effectively dead. At the very least, floating out in space. He's with no way to get to the spaceship. And like, so, and then he just shows up on the ship with all the other Asgardians. What? Can I get an explanation for that? I hear people say like, oh, he must have grabbed the space stone. Did he have time? Did he have time to grab the space stone? Because the Tesseract was there, and we know the Tesseract is the space stone. So in theory, he could have grabbed the space stone and used it to get out of there. And if that's your explanation, then tell me that. Freaking explain that to me. Don't just have him show up with no explanation. I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't like it. Also, speaking of the collection hall, Hela just walks in, pushes that Infinity Gauntlet, that second Infinity Gauntlet that everyone has been like, oh, there's two of them? Are there two Infinity Gauntlets? Hela's just like, fake. Just push it up. Fake. This is fake. It's a retcon. Get that out of here. We retconned the second Infinity Gauntlet. Ha ha ha. Take that, theorist. I just imagine we were just getting so annoyed at like, freaking, it's just an Easter egg. It was just meant to be an Easter egg. Freaking, well now we gotta retcon it. Now we gotta get, you break the script over here? Get that out of here. Freaking anecdotes comes around. It's fun. And I gotta give it up to my boy Heimdall. My man Heimdall is a freaking champion of the people. Like we already kind of knew he was kind of a noble dude, but the way he like bringing Asgardians to this refuge, this giant cave, he was full of Asgardians. And then like he's carefully leading them into the Bifrost. And then when he's there and there's confrontation, there's a fight, and he's ready. He's got his sword out. I'm like, okay, you want to go? You want to go? You want to get after them? You got to go through me. This man is a freaking champion. I freaking loved Heimdall in this movie. Heimdall finally got to be like the awesome warrior that he is. We kind of saw that in Thor Dark World when he takes his two knives and jumps on a dark elf ship. But this time he's straight up fighting. He doesn't have like the armor and everything. But honestly, that just makes him look more badass. Heimdall, my dude. He's freaking awesome. Heimdall's a champ for the people. I tell you something else. Also, the trailer music, the immigrant song, how it's in the trailer. I saw the trailer and I'm thinking, okay, well, that's awesome. That's awesome. But they're not going to use it in the movie. And then they use it in the movie. Twice. They use it in the beginning, they use it at the end. They use it in the beginning of the movie. I'm like, oh, okay. This scene all of a sudden just got more epic. And it really was epic. Thor just swinging around Mjolnir. He throws Mjolnir. Mjolnir flies around while he's still punching people. He calls Mjolnir back. And hits a bunch of demons on the way. That was awesome. And then having the immigrant song behind it. Dude, that was just insane. And then later on when we realized Thor can actually use his lightning powers without Mjolnir. Because it gets destroyed, it's gone. And Lily's like, are you the god of hammers, perhaps? No, you're the god of thunder, you stupid son of a gun. Now you're gonna have to zap some fools. You have to zap some fools. And like he's able to use lightning power. He's able to use his lightning powers without Mjolnir. I assume he's gonna use that in Infinity War. Unless he does end up getting like the Ultimate Universe's version of Mjolnir, where like it's a hammer and then the other side's an axe. And like the handle's a lot bigger. Unless he gets that, I assume he's gonna be using his non-Mjolnir lightning powers to help fight against Thanos. That's what I'm expecting. Could be wrong on that, but we'll just have to wait and see. And I'm worried. I'm worried that Bruce Banner is just gone now. Because like when Hulk does turn back into Bruce Banner, Bruce Banner is like, if the Hulk comes back, if I turn back into the Hulk, I might never turn back. Hulk might stay Hulk, and Bruce Banner might never come back. So, I mean, how about we don't turn into the Hulk for a good bit? And Bruce Banner is there for a decent amount of the movie. Probably because they didn't want to use too much CGI. Also, we want to use Bruce Banner as much as we use Hulk. Like, at least. But is Bruce Banner gone now? Is Hulk just not going to turn back into Bruce Banner anymore? Because if not, that makes me sad. That makes me upset. I'm kind of sad about that because I like Bruce Banner. And like the way he described being Hulk for 2 years. He said like, I'm used to me and the big guy having each having a hand on the wheel, but this time it felt like he had the keys and I was locked in the back trunk. I'm like, okay, so let's not have you turn back into Hulk for at least a little bit. Like, I'm hoping at some point they can go back to alternating and with Hulk still talking in full sentences. Not full sentences, but semi-full sentences. I want that to happen, but like, at the same time, I kind of feel like they've effectively killed off Bruce Banner, even in the physical sense, because like it's like when they're in Asgard, he's talking to Valkyrie. He sees the wolf. Someone's got to take care of that. So then he's talking to Valkyrie like, you want to know who I am? You want to know who I am? And he jumps down like he did in the first Incredible Hulk movie in the MCU. And when he did that, he fell pounded into the concrete. And then he turned into the Hulk. He basically did that, only we see him just plop onto the Bifrost, Rainbow Road, and it looks like that. It looks like he's dead. It looks like that killed him. So, if nothing else, Bruce Banner has died physically. I don't quite know exactly how it works, but I think I imagine if Bruce Banner dies physically, then who's the Hulk gonna turn back into? If Bruce Banner is actually literally dead, then who's Hulk gonna turn back into? So I mean, if that did kill him, then Hulk's probably gonna stay Hulk for like ever now in the MCU. And if not, then Bruce is just locked in the back trunk for the rest of the time in the MCU. At this point, it just feels like he's not gonna turn back, and I don't like that. Maybe they might change that. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Who knows? Also, the Asgardians are gonna end up on Earth, apparently, unless Thanos stops them. Because in the mid-credit scene we saw them run into a ship. Ship looked like it was Thanos, and Kevin Feige has come out and said it's the Sanctuary 2. And like the Sanctuary was, and like every time we see Thanos thus far, he's in like this place where it's just a bunch of floating rocks, and he's in his chair. Yeah, that place is called the Sanctuary. So if this is the Sanctuary 2, I imagine this is Thanos and the Black Order are in there. And this is where he first meets up with Thor and Loki. Excuse me. And maybe that's where Infinity War starts. Or at least that's probably where Infinity War starts. I would imagine. I should hope that the Asgardians show up on Earth at some point. Because you can't kill an entire race. That was a waste of a reference. Like, you can't kill off all the Asgardians like that. Though it would make sense for Thanos to do that. I don't want it to. But I don't want it. And pencil and slow. So yeah, that was my review of Thor Ragnarok. I really did enjoy this movie. I really freaking love it. It was just so fun. It was just a fun time in the movie theater. I don't think I've had this much fun in a movie theater for a long time. Maybe ever since I saw the first Avengers movie, or maybe Age of Ultron, or maybe Spider-Man Homecoming I had a lot of fun with. Okay, never mind. But still, I had a lot of fun in the movie theater with this one. Also, I saw it in IMAX. I didn't mean to, but I purchased an IMAX ticket by mistake. But I did. But I don't regret it. I really don't regret it. This movie looks beautiful normally. I imagine it looks beautiful normally, but in IMAX, it just looks amazing. It looks freaking awesome. So, I mean, if you want to see it in IMAX, if you don't, like, that's up to you. I'm not gonna say, oh, you should definitely watch it in IMAX. But you should definitely watch it in the theater. Like, don't just wait till it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray or something. Watch it in the theater. Go to the theater and watch it. And just enjoy yourself. Have a good, fun time in the movie theater. And enjoy this new version of Thor. So, yeah. Bye. Throw up the end card.